peeps. This is Caffey's Kitchen coming at you again. And by the way, and this is a free advertisement for the home health company that does my home health. And I am so thankful to God for them. And no, I'm not getting paid. This is a free advertisement for them. They do so good. What we're doing today is like a vegetable bake. It's something that we've done something similar, but this is 100% different.
Well, this is all vegetables.
This is all vegetables, cheese, and stuff like that. And we cut up 2 potatoes, sliced them real thin. But if you're needing to rush through it, just buy a pack of frozen hash browns and use that, because it takes a little bit of time to do them potatoes. Now, what we're going to do for the crust is homemade biscuit dough, because I do not like pie crust. To me, it never gets done. It tastes like dough. But what we've got in here is 1 cup of flour. About
all purpose.
No.
Or self-rising.
It's self-rising.
I get them confused.
I don't like all-purpose flour.
Self-rising.
But this is 1 cup self-rising flour, about 1/4 of a cup of powdered milk, 1/2 cup of butter, and we're gonna
1/2 stick butter.
Yeah, about 1/2 stick, which is about
I think
1/4 of a cup.
Yeah, 1/4, because I think a whole stick is 1/2 cup.
Check and see.
Yeah, I think
because we don't want to steer you guys wrong. There ain't nothing worse than a bad cook, and I'm one of them if I don't.
One stick is 1/2 cup.
Okay, so it's 1/4 cup. I started out not being able to cook when I was young. I could make homemade biscuits and gravy and bacon and eggs, but anything past that I was dumb about. But we're going to cut this butter up into the flour. And like I said, it's just homemade biscuit dough, like what I've already shown you how to do. But in case you don't want to go back and look at the other video, I'm showing you again. And this, what you want to do is make the dough and then put the dough into a well-buttered pan, whether it be glass or metal, and you want to squish it to make the pie dough. And we're not putting any dough on top because that'd be overkill. And besides that, with 1 cup of flour and all this, you've got enough to coat the bottom. But I put more butter in it than most people do, simply because I like it to taste buttery. I don't want, and I use real butter. You don't have to. You can use margarine if that's what you prefer. Or lard. I make them both ways. Most of the time I make them like this. If I make them. Because Phyllis likes them with butter. And most people do. They prefer it with butter in it. Me, I prefer the crispiness of using bacon grease and lard. But that's just me. And since Phyllis ain't even going to eat this, I don't know why I'm doing it with butter. Just kidding. She does not like vegetables to be mixed. And I tried to tell her it all ends up at the same place anyway. And then it ends up in another same place. Here and then in the bathroom. But we're going to get this done and on. We've got cornbread in the oven. And oh, it's already out.
It's behind you.
Wow. She's quick. And you can tell them how you made the cornbread.
Well, I didn't measure anything, so I don't know.
When do we ever?
Yeah, I used a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
And ended up with a little bit of bread.
Yeah. Cornmeal mix.
Why is the dog barking his head off?
I don't know.
There has.
Use this cornmeal mix. Like maybe a cup and a half.
Yeah, Dave's here.
And then a little bit of flour in it.
He's here. That's why the dog's going ape crap crazy.
Heated some lard on the frying pan. Get it bubbling. Mix up enough water to get it kind of pancake consistency or whatever.
I'll be right back. I like the looks of my nephew. He's my nephew-in-law. I'm not crazy, people.
Mix over the water until what? It's like about kind of a pancake consistency, and then you add the hot grease to the bowl. Stir it up real good. Then you add the mix back to the pan, and then you pop it in the oven for about 25 minutes till it's golden brown.
Now, what I'm doing here, I'm adding a little bit of water.
And the oven's at 425.
And you want this to be a nice stiff dough, a little stiffer than the biscuit because you want it to hold together. And I think I poured a little too much water in. I know I did. Hand me a nice big dipper on that lid of the flour. I do that quite often because, like we said, we don't measure much. Hand me the lid and all.
Okay.
Plus, I gotta have enough to ball this up to keep it from sticking to my hands so that we can get it into the pan. Yeah, this will be pretty well enough, I think. Hope. Kind of overdid it because that half of my glasses when you're trying to pour something out leaks. Yeah, that might be enough. If not, you can bring more.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and put some more in there just in case.
Have another scoop at the ready.
Yeah, I have it at the ready. We can put it back in there if we don't need it. But we just fold flour into it. If you pour too much liquid in biscuit dough, most of the time
It's easy to fix.
You can fix it real easy.
Then if you add too much flour, add a little more water.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't work out as good.
Yeah.
That can actually leave you with a nasty mess.
Dumplings, yeah. But it's a little harder to fix that way.
Yeah. So you want to have a little too much than too little. Now the outdoor dogs is going ape crap.
They bark at everything though.
Yeah, if it's a cat walking past and we've got more outdoor cats than we know what to do with. Everybody's cat comes up here trying to eat our outdoor cat's food. Okay. Now, she's going to be pressing this into the bottom of that pan, and then we're going to show you what we're going to be doing. Now, You guys will find out when I do if this is a keeper or not, because this is something that hit me last night that I wanted to try to do. And I have never in my life thinned down cheese sauce to make it pourable enough to really do a good job over the top of this. Okay, here you go, Sissy. I'll let you press that in. And I'm trying to coat it good with flour so it doesn't stick to your hands. If it does, oh well, we got plenty of water to wash with.
I do like to do gymnastics.
Oh, when you're rock climbing.
Doing gymnastics before they get on the bars and stuff.
Yeah, and they do it before they go rock climbing, before they climb a rope. Okay, just press it thin as you can and press it up around the sides as much as you can. Now, peeps, we've got more things we're fixing, but Phyllis is the type of person, she's such a picky eater, that she's not going to be eating nothing but maybe some biscuits or not biscuits, but some cornbread and butter. She's just really picky. She does not like cooked vegetables mixed. And she definitely doesn't like bell pepper in anything, and I like bell pepper in about everything. Yeah, it's going to go plenty up the sides. I was worried that I hadn't fixed enough dough, and I might have fixed a little more than I should have. I'm buttering the bottom of this pan of bread because that way, if you do it while it's still warm, it sinks down into it. Okay, she just drained the potatoes, and you can see how fine that I've cut them up. And what you want to do, and this is 2 potatoes. Just line the bottom with the potatoes. And people, I'm praying that this is a good recipe. Like I said, I won't know till you guys know. But 2 potatoes lined this pan very nicely. Okay, now we got it lined. Now I'm going to put a coating of of onions and green bell pepper. Two of my favorite things. And this is a healthy type of meal. I mean, you got vegetables, you've got cheese, you got bacon, you got the meat.
Well, yeah, I forgot about the bacon bits because I was thinking all vegetables. There's
going to be a little bit of bacon bits in it because you can't cook without bacon bits. You just can't. Either bacon bits or straight out fried bacon. Okay, Now I'm taking a can of the French cut green beans and I'm layering that over it. It's kind of going to be like a vegetable soup with the built-in crackers. Only it'll be built-in biscuits instead of crackers. You just layer it nicely. And of course, when you're draining it out of the can, you're going to have more liquid in the bottom of the can that you didn't realize was going to be in there. So you just want to be real careful. That's why I'm dipping it out with my hands, because I don't want to get a bunch of extra liquid in here. Okay, now we're going to do a layer of corn. Everybody loves corn, just about everybody. Now you can add whatever kind of vegetables you want. I didn't have any broccoli and cauliflower, that'd be in there too. And I didn't have the energy to go to the store because I've been pretty much fighting pain all day due to the weather. My back has been hurting extremely bad due to the weather. When it started raining, it didn't know how to stop. I think that's what you said when you come in.
Well, I told, okay, the other day, whatever it was, Sunday, I think, I was telling Carolyn that Harmon had been wanting rain, and she said, oh, so he's to blame for it. And I told him Tuesday what she said, and he said, yeah, I'll take that blame. And then I told him this morning, I said, when you asked for rain, you forgot to ask it to stop, or you forgot to tell it when to stop.
Yeah. Harmon always says when it doesn't rain that I don't pay the preacher enough. I think he paid the preacher too much this time.
He's a little too much under the table.
And now peas. I love peas. And you just want to evenly coat this. And I'm going to need a 1 cup measuring cup. Now,
the little silver ones are over there for the cheese, if you want it for the cheese.
Well, that ain't what I want it for. I want it for the bacon. Okay. That's 1 can of peas on top of the dough. And nicely spread. And you just spread it with your hands. Your hands have been washed and they're clean, so which one's a 1 cup? I think this is a 1/2 cup.
Is there not a top one?
No.
Oh. Maybe it's in the dishwasher.
We have trouble keeping up with our measuring cups. They seem to get up and break away.
In the dishwasher.
Well, I can use 2 of these. Give me a paper towel so I can dry my hands off and not drip into the bag.
In case you need extra.
Okay. Now, we're going to add 1 cup of bacon bits. That is, if she will open them for me, I can't get them open. Okay, you need 1 cup of bacon bits. You know me and my bacon.
Like giant versions of things, like the little solo Dixie cups.
Mm-hmm.
They have like giant versions of those. You need one of those and be like, just 1 cup.
Now, we only put in 1 measuring cup of bacon bits and 3 handfuls. But we said 1 cup, that's measuring cup. You add however much more you want. Okay, now Phyllis is going to show you how we're going to make the meat sauce. Or the
cheese sauce.
Cheese sauce. I got bacon bits on the brain.
That.
This is for the next stage.
Before I have a cup.
Now, we're going to attempt to make cheese sauce. We're using 1 cup.
Well, it's already soft, but we want it to be a little bit runnier.
We're going to use 2 cups of the sauce in order to get it over the entire thing. And what we do is I buy a 1-gallon can of cheese sauce at Sam's Club.
Yeah, if you've seen the...
And I open it and use some out of it, and then I freeze the rest in baggies. That way it won't spoil. I'd wait and add that last and fold it in.
I was going to add it. Okay.
No, I want to add it last.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure, though, and we know we got enough liquid.
Now we're going to start out with a 1/2 cup of milk to see how thin it makes the sauce.
Pretty thin, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll put it over a 1/2 cup for 2 cups of sauce. And that'll make the next.
Yeah, I'm probably.
And you can just plug your ears while that one's running. I should have told you that to start with. Okay, go ahead and pop them out.
Sit on top of that.
Now, we use the Mexican 4 cheese. It's
simply because it has the asadero.
It's got the asadero cheese in it, which is the best tasting cheese I ever
They used
mouth.
to have cheddar and asadero. It was just the 2, and then they quit selling it. So
yeah,
you got to buy it in the 4 cheese to get it.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold in
this,
and what I'm hoping for is that it'll make the cheese sauce a little stringy.
I gotta show you the clip. I've never watched the show, but there's a show.
Okay, she's gonna fold it in.
They're making something, and she tells him to fold in. I think it's cheese, and he's like, "What does that mean?" And she's like, "You fold it in." He's like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "You fold it." He's like, "If you say fold it in one more time."
When Kelly worked here, she'd never seen homemade biscuits made, and I told her how to do it. I said, you use 2 cups of flour, use a 1/2 cup of the powdered milk, cut in however much butter I told her to cut into it. And I said, now,
cut it in.
I said, now you put your hands in there and mix it. She stuck her hands in there and started going like this, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell you, you folded in. She was so mad at me. Okay, I'd use that scalpula. Yeah, that scraper, because you're going to need it.
You use the spatula.
Okay, I'm going to help her with this. It's a 1-person job, but we like to do stuff together. That's one thing I love about my aide. The other aide, I just like bossing him around like he did me while we was married. And the reason we're divorced is he told me I didn't cook like his mama one too many times. My food wasn't good enough for him, which I couldn't cook worth an arm back when we first got married. Like I said, I knew how to make biscuits and gravy and bacon and eggs, and that was about it. Okay, now I'm spreading this over the top. And as it bakes, it's going to sink down into it, and it's going to pretty much hold all of this together between it and the biscuit. And you just want to make sure that it completely covers your bake. That way you know you've got pretty much enough cheese. You can add more though when it gets done if you want. I probably will. And make sure you put enough bacon in it. And like I said, I only use one measuring cup of bacon plus 3 handfuls afterwards. Probably 2 cups worth. Okay, now we're going to bake this on 450.
425.
Or 425 until it's done.
Unless you want to turn it up.
No. Now what we're going to do after I wipe down the counter and the stove where I got everything all over everything, we are going to dice up. No, we've got enough onion diced up already. We're going to take a can. It's one of the large cans of mixed greens.
And bacon grease.
And I fried bacon yesterday, and I remelted the grease, but it re-solidified. But the way we're going to do this is, let me put it on the front burner. It does better for some reason.
It's a bigger burner.
Yeah, it could be pretty much it. We're going to remelt this. Now, this is one large can of mixed greens. You can use spinach, you can use mixed greens, you can use whatever you want. Once this melts, I'm going to put the greens in it to fry along with bell pepper and onion. That way you've got a nice little side dish of food to go, of greens to go with your bake. And I'm going to need a spatula or egg turner, the metal one.
That's the best one for the cast iron.
Yep. I love my cast iron. The greens themselves have a lot of iron in them, but I suffer from anemia a lot. And so I like cooking in cast iron because you get iron from that as well. Now what I'm going to do, now that I've got these starting to fry a little bit, that's about how much I've got of the bell pepper and onion. And I'm just going to put them in here. It's probably close to a half cup of the two. So about 1/4 of a cup of each. And I am going to stir that in, turn it down on low, and put a lid on it and let it cook. After I add my vinegar. I almost forgot to add the vinegar because I like the vinegar cooked into the greens because it tastes better when you do that. Now I'm going to use approximately what you would, one of the medicine cups that you get off the top of NyQuil. That's about how much I'm putting in here, and I'm just guessing at it, but I've done it enough, which that's just shy of what I need. That was only about a half of one of them. But it doesn't taste quite as sharp if you cook it into it. There we go. That can be put up. And we're going to put a lid on this and just let it slow cook. Or slowly fry. And we will be back with you in just a few minutes. It takes about 45 minutes for the bake, and this will be cooking on low, so that'll take about 45 minutes as well. Okay, bring that out and set it right there.
Give me the other one.
Oh,
That damn thing's hot.
okay, our royal taste tester has arrived. And we're gonna find out if this is worth anything or not. You guys will find out when I do.
The cheese is getting brown.
Because like I said, I've never done this like this before.
It's pretty heavy.
There. Oh, and look how pretty that is. It browns so nicely on top.
You can come in here now.
We gotta find out if this is gonna be any good for the cookbook. Hand me a plate.
And probably this kind of dish is the longer you let it sit and cool and set, the better it is. So it might be something that's better tomorrow. Even.
I don't know about that.
No.
Because the way it smells right now, it smells so good.
I'm gonna look at these spices over here.
I'm gonna let you get that out because I can't tell if I got the bread in it or not.
Hope it doesn't stick as bad as.
As the other did in the pie pan. Or,
We've not had a lot of luck with stuff.
no, we haven't.
We've been buttering.
And buttering and buttering. Okay.
Falling apart.
Now.
Ooh, look at that.
Ugh.
Oh my God.
Ooh, there we go.
Okay, now let's give her some of this. Now, she loves greens and stuff like that. And it does look good. Okay.
That's boiling hot.
Yeah, it is. All the food is good and hot. Okay, here you go, Sam. I've been calling everybody Sam today. Yeah, them potatoes seem to be nice and tender. Okay, here you go. This is what her plate looks like. Okay, we're taking a picture in case we decide to put this in the cookbook. We don't know. I did not add salt because
You know what would be good as a topper with the cheese?
what?
Those crushed up Funyuns.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
Or crushed up French onion. Those
Yes, the Funyuns. I
Okay.
love Funyuns.
Here we go. Mm-hmm.
Is it
Mm-hmm.
passable or is it good?
No, it's really good. Hang on. I want to get a bite with the biscuit at the bottom.
Yeah.
The potatoes are done and soft.
Yeah, I can't stand al dente. I'm kind of like Mark Lowry. You bring that food to the table and those veggies are crunchy, I'm sending it back until you cook it a while longer.
It's good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Now taste the greens.
Okay, here we go. Well, they're going to always be good.
Yeah, I love greens with the vinegar cooked in.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you heard it here. And we got a video up 2 weeks in a row, peeps. But until next time, just remember God loves you. And He wants to take care of you. So one of the ways He does that is through your taste buds. But we will see you again hopefully next week.
The quickest way to someone's heart is through your belly.
Oh, I'm telling you, ain't it?